So we're going to start off talking about the D. So we're going to see what kind of transformation that is. And if you remember from the previous video, it's an up-down. Now the base graph we're going to use for all of these discussions, because I think it's the most illustrative, is we're going to use the y equals root x, or another way of writing that, the f of x equals root x. So for example, we know that f of x equals root x. And let's say I said that g of x was the square root of x plus 3. So what I've done is I've done plus 3, and what's that going to look like? So we have our graph. So to recall, the original graph looked like it started over here, and then it went this way. This one over here, it starts over there, but it's actually going to start, it's going to start 3 up. So this one's going to start at 3. And so it's moved up 3. Similarly, we could say that g of x is the square root of x minus 7. And that would be the same graph, but it's moved down 7. So it's moved down 7 to there. And so that's our D. So again, our generic form is a f of kx minus c plus d. So now we're going to talk about this one over here. And this one, there's a negative in there, so what's going to happen is the opposite of what we expect. In fact, anything that happens in that square bracket is going to be kind of weird. So to recall, f of x is root x, and that looks like it starts at 0, 0, and it goes this way. So the way I would look like if something in the bracket, I could say if g of x is the square root of x minus 2, and this is going to be a left-right movement. And so what if we take, we're mostly going to look at that point. What that point has done is it's moved right 2, and then we have our graph over there, and it's moved 2. So the negative makes it move right. We could also have the square root of x plus 8, and that one will have moved left 8. So we started over there, we move left 8, and we have our square root graph at negative 8. So notice that was kind of in and under the square root. We can mix and match the c's and the d's. Minus c plus d. So what I could do is I could do things that have, we're going to do the c and the d. So to recall, f of x is root x, which is that. And we could say, for example, that our new function is the square root of x minus 2 minus 6. So where have we moved? So we started at 0, 0, and we're going to move right 2, down 6. So it's going to be right 2, down 6 to minus 6. That's going to be our starting point, and we go like that. We could also say g of x is the square root of x plus 7 plus 1 plus 7 moves left 7. And on the outside, it's what you expect. And that would be something like that. So we've combined C and D.